What up, guys? It's around 7 in the morning, and right now we're checking out the hotel. Like I mentioned in the last video, right now we're gonna be headed to the train station because we're taking the Malaysian bullet train all the way to Penang, which is another very popular city here in Malaysia. I'm super excited to board it because this Malaysian bullet train is a whole different thing than Japan, and we're gonna be on the train for around 3 hours, so it's gonna be a little brutal, but it's apparently a lot different than Japan's bullet train, which I'm super excited to see. They even got meals on it. I'm sure to show you guys what that looks like. And yeah, so I'll see you all over at the train station. So this is what the inside of the station looks like. And for some reason, it reminds me very similar to the airport. They have a KFC. It's around 7-Eleven now, so more people are coming out. People are going to work now. And I'll see y'all when we board the train. So my mom got VIP tickets, so we were able to get this lounge area that we can rest in before boarding our train. But by the time we got here, it's already time to pretty much board, so we didn't get too much of it, but it's cool anyways. So right off the bat, this is what the train looks like. And from inside the windows, the seats look very similar. The platform looks very similar to Japan. And I think this is the front, because we're in car A, but it could be the back, I'm not too sure. But this is what the train looks like. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Keep in mind, my guys, this is only business class, so I'm not too sure what regular class looks like. My parents bought business class because it was not too much more expensive compared to standard class, or that's what my mom said. So that's a little look at what the business class looks like. You can see that we have a nice little like monitor TV. You have a table, and then later on we're gonna get some food. So yeah, that's pretty much a good look at this bullet train. I think it's a little different than the Japanese one just because it's business class. I'm pretty sure the Japanese bullet trains have business class as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys after. Alright, so we just hopped off the bullet train, and now we're in the area of Butterworth. This is not yet Penang, and to show you what Butterworth looks like. It's like a small little town, small little city. Nothing too crazy, but this is Butterworth, and then from Butterworth you got to take the a ferry to Penang, which we're about to go board right now. But luckily it's only like a 10 to 15 minute ride. The bullet train ride was pretty cool. The food, it was nothing crazy. It was just like some chicken and rice, so I didn't really bother showing it. It was just some chicken and rice, but they gave you drinks, stuff like that. But remember, the ride that we took was business class, so if you probably ride the bullet train, if you're not in business class, you probably won't get that. But it was a good ride overall. It was around 3 hours. Actually no, 4 hours. It was around 4 hours. But luckily there was a tablet that shows you guys that you can watch YouTube on. The internet kind of sucked, but you could watch for a little bit. It had a buffer a lot of times, but it was all good. Yeah, but right now we're gonna walk to the ferry port, and I'll see y'all over there. as we're walking to the port, you'll notice that we don't have much luggage. That's actually because we stored most of our luggage back at the previous hotel. That luggage is all with them. The old hotel that we stayed at, the Imperial Lexus Opus Hospitality, they have a luggage holding service where they can hold your luggage for a certain amount of time. And we have like 7 bags, so we just stuck it with them and travel light. So the specific spot that this ferry is going to be taking us is Georgetown, Penang. So you gotta take this ferry, and it's like 6 ringgit. So it's like barely $1.50 for the 3 of us. So super affordable if you guys want to come to Penang. And this is what the port kind of looks like. And I think there's a boat, so we gotta hustle up. Popular city here in Malaysia. So we just got off the boat, and I actually got it wrong, guys. So the port that we left to board the ferry, that is Butterworth. The Georgetown is the city center of Penang. So the city that I was pointing out on the beach that we're on, or the coast, that's Penang, and Georgetown is the city center. So it's actually the other way around, guys. So we boarded from Butterfree to Georgetown. And now we're getting in line to head into the city. So my boys, I want to officially welcome you to Georgetown, Penang. It's not, doesn't look like much right now, but definitely later on I'll be showing you guys what the city has to offer. But just to clear it up one more time, guys, so if you guys want to come to this area, you got to board the bullet train from SL Central from Kuala Lumpar. You got to take that all the way to Butterworth, and then from Butterworth you got to take the ferry to Penang, which is like 10-15 minutes. So in total, the whole trip might take 4 hours 30 minutes from Kuala Lumpar to Penang. So this is the name of our hotel, the Ozo Georgetown, and just like the one in Kuala Lumpar, there's another apartment style hotel, which is really excited for, and it's close to the beach too, so I'll show you guys that in a second. For some reason, the lobby of this hotel is on the 20th floor, but I'm not complaining because look at this view you get of the Penang city. And then this is the lobby right here, up on the 20th floor. And it's really cool because this hotel lobby gives you some games to play. And yeah, but I think check-in time's at 3. So I'll probably get some food, probably get some rest, and then I'll cut the camera back on when we do something interesting. Alright, so we just not checked in, but we dropped off our luggage at the hotel. It's around 1 o'clock and check-in time's around 2:30. So it's gonna happen very soon. But right now we're kind of just exploring the area. But I actually found out some more information about this place. So Georgetown, Penang is Georgetown city center. Georgetown, Penang is actually an island. And Butterworth, so the place where the train dropped us off, that's actually the mainland. So people from Georgetown will often take ferries, that two ringgit ferry over here to have some fun or a day trip or something like that. But so both areas are both Penang. So both Butterworth and Georgetown are Penang areas. It's just that Georgetown is the island and Butterworth is the mainland. And right now we're kind of exploring the area, and you can see not too much going on. It's a nice little quiet town, but it's mostly an island, so there's gonna be beaches and stuff like that.
Later, you go see the Chinatown here by Georgetown.
And there's night markets. We'll be going to that later tonight. But I'll probably cut the camera back on when we do something cool.
After the area 你จะหาแล้วแบบนี้你ดูท่าทางเข้ามาทำอะไรดีล่ะ
So we were just walking, and all of a sudden, it started raining hella hard. And just around the corner from our hotel is the Campbell Street Mall that we were gonna walk down. And it just started raining super, super hard. And we didn't bring an umbrella, so I think we might walk back, or I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We might have to wait it out a little bit, boys. So we managed to cross, but we were crossing. The rain dialed up to a 12, and it's raining even harder now. See all the cars just kind of getting stuck in traffic. And the worst part is, I'm doing all this in some Crocs. There was some thunder a couple seconds ago. Hopefully I can capture it. But it's raining even harder. It seems to be getting worse, not better. Alright, my boys, so we managed to check into the hotel room. We stayed in the area for like 10 to 20 more minutes, waited out the rain, walked around a little bit, and finally came back to check in. I just want to show you guys what the room looks like. So in here you got the bathroom, you got a nice bathroom, you got a toilet, you got a mirror, pretty nice sink, you got a big spacious closet. And I originally thought this was an apartment style hotel, because that's what my parents told me, but it turns out it's just a regular hotel room, but it's a conjoined room, so my parents have their own room next to me, and I'm in my own room, which is really nice. And then in here, got water, coffee, safe in a sink, nice bed, nice sofa. You see I settled in a little bit. And then you got a nice view of the outside. It's not as good as the last hotel in my opinion, but it is what it is. Still very nice hotel. Highly recommend coming to this hotel if you stay in the Penang area. But of course Penang is not like Kuala Lumpur. Of course the Kuala Lumpur hotels are going to be much better because it's the main city. But it's still really nice. So yeah, my boys, we're probably gonna get some rest, and I'll cut the camera back on when we head back out. It's around 3 o'clock, so I'll probably pick up the red camera around 4, and I'll see y'all boys then. So we're back out now, and it's an hour later. You can see how quickly the weather changes here in South Asia. It was at 2 o'clock, it was raining like no end. And now, an hour later, it's sunny as heck. And now we're kind of just exploring the city that we didn't get to do earlier, because earlier it was raining hella hard. Now that it's super, super sunny, we kind of explore more.
I don't know why it's crazy, huh?
What? The weather changed that fast in an hour? Yeah, it's super sunny. And this little market over here, or all these markets that you're seeing, is around a 6-minute walk from our hotel. It's the same shopping street that I was showing earlier, the Campbell Street. It's the same area. But I think the plan for tonight is, for reference, around 4:15 right now. I think around 5 or 6 we'd head to a bigger night market that's even bigger for its street food, clothing, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're still kind of exploring what our hotel area has to offer. And so far, there's a lot to love about Penang. It has the big malls, just like Kuala Lumpar. It has a lot of shopping streets, and I think it has beaches, which is one thing I don't think Kuala Lumpar has, or has very few of. Like right there, I think that's a plaza. And so once you come out to these big streets, most of these streets don't have all that kind of street food. So I think we're gonna head back real quick and pick up something. Where? I see it. Alright, so that's pretty much a good look at the area around our hotel. Probably pick up the camera when we go to that night market tonight. So I'll see y'all then. Going on, my boys, so I'm picking back up the camera. It's around 6 o'clock now. We took a grab here. It's around 25 minutes away from our hotel. It's another street market. Our Uber driver, he was a great guy. He was talking a lot. He told us what to do around the area. He gave us a rundown of Penang. But right now we're at the Sundaiwa street market. It's a Saturday only one. So if you guys want to come to this market that I'm about to showcase, you guys gotta come on a Saturday, unfortunately. But there's two streets. So there's one street down that way, and then, give me a second, back that way is another street. So you'll notice that even though it's around 6 o'clock, the sun is still very much up. That's because according to our Grab driver, the sun doesn't set until 8 o'clock here, and that goes for all year round, which is very interesting. Even during the winter, the fall, any season, they always set at 8 o'clock, which is very cool. But the Penang area, or the island, or Georgetown, has a lot of rain in the area. So that's the really weird climate of this area. In Georgetown, it rains a lot, and the sun always sets at 8 no matter what. That's very interesting. I didn't know that. But as you can see, in this night market, they got a lot of clothing. They got some juices. They got a lot of fruit. My parents are currently buying some fruit. Right over there by that huge booth, by that blue booth. They're buying some mangosteen. You see a little bit, a bunch of people. Gotta get some. There's some right there. All that is mangosteen. Yeah, much better to walk. So another thing to notice, another thing to note about this area, besides that it's only open on Saturday, this place closes at 10 o'clock. So if you guys want to come here, make sure you guys come with enough time to walk everything. We came around 6. So that gives 4 hours to pretty much explore the area, do everything. Keep in mind this is like 20 minutes away from the main Georgetown area that our hotel is at. People here sell seafood, desserts, barbecue. You can pretty much find everything in these areas. selling more fruit down here. This place has, this booth right here is probably the biggest booth that sells all the fruit. I think right there are some mangoes. We got some lychee over there. Going down the line, you'll see they got even more fruit down here. I'm not too sure what this fruit is, but they look like more mangoes. And for example, this is the kind of prices you can expect to pay in this area. So 1 pound, I believe, is 5 ringgit. So as you guys can see, a lot of the street market has a lot of food, fruit, some clothing, all that good stuff, right? But I do guys want to say this: it is South Asia, and it is still street food. And while Malaysia, for the most part, is safe and clean, and all the booths are mostly clean, it is still street food. So make sure when you guys are buying street food, make sure the booth looks clean, it looks edible, and you know, for the most part, it looks hygienic, right? You don't want to be buying everything, because if you be buying everything and your stomach's not used to it, chances are you're probably gonna get food poisoning or you're gonna have stomach trouble. So just want to put that out there for you guys. But right now, we're gonna walk back to the front part. And probably the second most popular fruit in Asia is durian. You see my parents over there, they just finished eating some. But durian is just like this really smelly fruit. It smells almost like gasoline mixed with someone farting. That's pretty much what it smells like. It has a really distinctive smell to it, and a lot of hotels in the area do not allow you to eat durian inside the hotels because of that smell. The smell is just, a lot of people don't like it. I don't really have a personal problem with it. When I was younger, I did. When I was younger, I hated durian, I hated the smell of it. But as I got older, the smell of durian doesn't really bother me. And durian back in the US is very, very expensive, but here it's super, super cheap. So you see my parents, they want to go buy and get some more because it's just so affordable here. But yeah, durian is a very interesting fruit in South Asia, and a lot of South Asian countries have them, like Vietnam, Thailand, all those kind of countries have them as well. And if you could get past the smell, I would definitely say try it, but personally it's just not my cup of tea. Now we're approaching the other side. This is the first part that the Uber driver, I mean not the Uber, the Grab driver passed us on. You see this side sells a lot more clothes than the other one. The other one sold more of food. This one sells more of like, actually no, they do sell a good amount of food actually. Oh, they got a donut. Then we got the famous Japanese takoyaki ball. So this right here is another very famous dessert in South Asia. What do you call this in English, Mom?
Mixed jelly. They have some
mixed jelly with coconut milk, right?
Not longan dry fruits.
So basically it's milk mixed with a bunch of jelly and all kinds of fruits. That's super, super good. I would record myself eating it, but I don't have that many hands, so I'm gonna enjoy this. Make sure y'all check this out when you guys come to South Asia. That right there, that yellow truck, is where I got that jelly dessert. It was super, super good. I wish I could have recorded myself eating it, but all the tables right there, all those red tables are taken up by people, so I couldn't. So I can only show you what the dessert looks like. But it was super, super good, and it was very, very good on a hot day like this. Definitely recommend getting it. Here's another one of those different version of a jelly dessert. But you can't really go wrong with any of those jelly desserts. They're all super good. Oh, and on this side, that's the durian fruit that I was talking about earlier that my parents are eating. My parents loved it so much they got 2 plates of it. Alright guys, so we just came back to the hotel room. I wanted to record some more in the area, but unfortunately my camera died, so I couldn't record that much. But I recorded as much as I could. I hope you guys got a good idea of what the night market looks like, and I hope that interests you, and hopefully that you guys will one day go visit it. It's definitely worth checking out. A lot of seafood, a lot of good desserts, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And until tomorrow's adventure, I'll see y'all later. Peace.